Hello and welcome back. This is day 66. I'm Antiqua, Lisha, and I'm the CEO and founder of Your Own University. And this is a glimpse into my own university. So, as we go through life and we're learning and we're contemplating things and we're accepting things, and as a coach and working around trauma therapy, for years, I have noticed a trend. And this trend is that nothing really shifts before acceptance. And we fight off acceptance in different ways. So today I'm going to share with you what I've been contemplating the last day and a half and what's shown up around this in my own life. And hopefully you'll get some great breakthroughs in order to really dive in and make some serious movement and transformation for you. Now, the outcome of what I'm dealing with hasn't happened yet because it's today, it's still happening. Maybe I'll share it down the road. However, what I do know is that there's different ways that we fight off acceptance, and they're like band-aids. So the first way that we fight off acceptance is we count our blessings. Now, I'm not talking about accepting really great things in our lives. I'm talking about accepting the crap, accepting the bad news insights as, I forget which group I was in. Maybe it was Landmark Forum or maybe the Welcome to Consensus. It was long ago, like 20 years ago. And they said bad news insights, right? So when you get those bad news insights about yourself, and maybe they wouldn't even be bad to anybody else, but they're bad to you. Maybe they're completely clear and everyone else is accepting of them and you're just not. And you don't want to. It's something in your life that you want to change, that you want to shift. Maybe you want to find the love of your life. Maybe you want to lose weight. Maybe you want to not have any more fits or anger or be done dealing with the past, or maybe you want more money. Maybe you want more, whatever you want to change. Maybe you think you should be, whatever you should, you're shoulding all over yourself around, right? So whatever that is. The first key to changing anything is acceptance. And when I say acceptance, I'm not talking about, usually I'm not with major transformations. Like when somebody gets a major transformation, they're like, boom, their life is changed forever. Like everything changes in a second, and I've seen it happen many times in my work. It's a beautiful moment, but there's a complete acceptance that happens of whatever was and whatever is, and whatever meaning that person, that you, that I am creating around whatever the circumstance is. So I'm going to say that again. In the moment of transformation, there's complete acceptance, and it's complete acceptance of whatever is in that moment and whatever meaning you've made in your life about it, about whatever happened, or whatever it is that is. So what do you do then? From that place of acceptance, of pure acceptance, you don't need to change it anymore. That's how you know if you actually accepted it or not. If you didn't accept it, if you have not accepted it, you are still doing things to change it. I know I always mess with my hair. I watch these videos. I'm like, quit messing with your hair. But there's a lot of it. So you're doing something to change it. So you're taking another course. You're going through some sort of healing. You're going and working at it. You're changing your mindset. You're doing something to shift it. You're still fighting against the current of whatever it is. Now, I want to say two things before we totally move on from this huge piece. There's usually 99.9% of the time, there is a period of time of learning, of education that a person has to go through before the mastery can happen of acceptance. So let's just talk about it when it comes to money. So there's usually a period of education where we're getting our schooling, we're getting our trainings, we're deciding what we want to do. Then there's a time of building and preparation. There's a time of breaking through limited beliefs and subliminal messaging and the programming in our minds to live a different level. Right? So you've heard all of this, maybe not, but if you start looking around, you're learning this. Same goes for food. If you're trying to release weight, there is this period of you're learning, you're shooting on yourself. You're saying, oh, I need to eat this, I need to eat that, I need to move this way, I need to move that way. There's a time of anger and upset about whatever situation that you're trying to change. Like all of these periods before transformation, before you get fed up, are normal. You have to get through the I'm going to overcome it. You have to get through the frustration. You're going to have to get through the I need to change this in order to get to the acceptance. Now, I don't know if this will happen in my case, but normally what happens when a client gets to this place of acceptance where there's no more a fight to change it. They've done all they can. They're at this place. They've wanted to change their childhood, usually, or their circumstance, their entire life. And they're like, F it. Just F it. I'm done. And you get to this place of complete acceptance. That's when miracles happen. That's when truth happens. That's when beauty happens. And sometimes it doesn't look anything like what my clients have expected. This is both very scary. It's kind of nerve-wracking. My stomach right now, as I'm saying this, like it's kind of like, because who knows what's going to happen. It could go your way. It could go a completely different way. But all you know is it's going. And it's been how it's been. And fighting it hasn't worked. Trying to change it hasn't worked. Doing everything underneath the sun hasn't worked. So now what? You sit back and you accept what is. And whatever it is passes away. In one form or another. It's very interesting what happens. The flower blooms. It accepts the darkness, and then all of a sudden, boom, there's light. And that's really my thing. So you can look at where you're at and things that you want to change, things that you're shooting on yourself for, things that you want to shift. And you can look at, where am I trying to count my blessings? Where am I trying to push it away or change it? Am I in a growing phase of it? Am I learning about it, discovering new ways, creating my own path? In a growing phase? Are you in that talking, growing phase of it? Are you in the fed up phase of it? Are you angry, upset, frustrated, powerless, at your wit's end? And when you are, you're pretty much approaching the end, I think. That's the place of surrender. And at the place of surrender is complete acceptance of whatever is, to let it be. And that's freedom in every situation. And that is today's lesson in my own university. If you are looking for somebody to help you to walk through this place of acceptance, to this place of acceptance, and through it into redefining and reloving yourself, falling in love with who you are, knowing who you are, if you want daily tips and inspiration to do this, and a fantastic community, both online and we'll be doing events, live events as well. Please join me at antiqualisha.com, or my community at yourownuniversity.com or .org. And you can find me at antiqualisha.com. And there's a free community there, lots of resources for you. And love you much. Bye.